All team, first place. With a combined score of 145, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Joe Cavazos, Joe Paredes. Is that Kassy Gonzalez? Kassy Gonzalez, ladies and gentlemen, coming at you in Texas, Star Realty, our first place team, baby.
Come on in, guys. My name is Delvis, and I'm the owner and designer of High Heat Outdoors. I'm from a small town in deep South Texas. I love the outdoors, but I especially love my wife, my son Lucas, and our boy Spider. I invite you to hang out with us as we clay shoot, meet up old friends, hunt, and fish. And how can we forget that food? Man, look at those tacos. So take in those sights and enjoy our crazy adventures along with us. And who knows, you might even learn a thing or two. You'll slowly get to know who I am as a father, an artist, and a businessman. We're so happy you're here, and welcome to High Heat Outdoors. Today we're traveling out to Lynn, Texas, home of El Dorado Sporting Clays. And to really get things cooking, here's a quick overview of sporting clays, thanks to Wikipedia. In the early 1900s, a number of British shooting schools adopted the use of clay targets to practice for driven game shoots. Sporting clays was originally used with live pigeons in the early 1900s. Wait, what? Live pigeons? Dang. Yeah, we're not shooting live pigeons today, but we are gonna bust some clays. And to help us do that, we're interviewing Kassy Gonzalez. Kassy and her dad Rick were kind enough to let me tag along today. And it's a special day, especially for Kassy, since this will be her last local shoot here in the 956 before she moves up to Nebraska and shoots collegiately. And High Heat Outdoors was the lucky ones for getting it all on video.
So, pretty much getting over here, I don't care about the clays, just trying to relax, enjoy the morning for the most part, making sure I kind of eat food first. But to get to your specifics on the drive over to where we're gonna be shooting at, usually if we're traveling, I always make it a point of convincing him to go to McDonald's to get a little McGriddle. And then from there we'll take off to Stripes, Circle K, somewhere, and I'll go pick up an energy drink. And I'll be eating and drinking that the whole way up until we get to the actual shoot.
What type of drink?
A Monster.
So you don't approve? I don't mind. It's Mom that doesn't approve. Yeah. Mom doesn't approve the Monsters, but I go with what. I don't want to destroy her mojo. That's if it's not a Monster, it's a Dr. Pepper, and she'll take it from there. And I'm the one that makes sure that everything's in place, so she doesn't have to worry about that. And making sure that her gun is ready to go, her ammo is ready to go. Of course, as you got checks and balances, what needs to be done, making sure nothing is missing. Coming to an event, we treat every event like a big event. It's all business. We come out here and we focus on every station that we go to, and once one thing is missed, we leave it behind and we just move on to the next station and proceed forward to pushing hard to the end, hoping for that W at the end. Well, what you have right now is a fundraiser shoot where I used to, at one time, I used to participate in a lot of these shoots. And back then, I was pretty good. I was doing this thing frequently. And of course, I would bring my kids with me, which is my 26-year-old Mike and Kassy. And Kassy was real little when we would bring her out here. And one day, I saw her, and she was very interesting on what we were doing, and let her have it. And she grabbed the gun, and she just took it naturally. And to me as a dad, I was like, wow, I got something here. It seems like I got some talent here that all it takes is just a little bit of brushing up, and I know I was going to have something good. Once I got her in the hands of somebody that was able to coach her even better, we saw that diamond sparkle even more. And after that, it's been history, and now we're at that level where she has 10 offers from 10 different universities offering her a shooting scholarship, and we ended up with Nebraska. Nebraska really made a real big impression on everybody, the whole entire family. Nebraska captured her heart.
There were times where I saw it, I was like, okay, it could happen, it's there. At one point, we were an Olympic hopeful, and then now it's turning into a pro shooter hopeful at this point, and we're basically already on that line of getting there. So
Nebraska, are you ready for those winners?
it's a little shock, it's a little cold.
We got a little taste of it when we went to go visit the campus. When we arrived, it was 17 degrees, and it's not the same cold as down here. The humidity down here is what makes it, I guess, feel a lot colder than what it is up there. And we were comfortable. With 17 degrees, we were comfortable. The next day, we had to go out there and do a little performance with a coach. It's 28 degrees, and she did an outstanding job. Left the coach speechless, because here you had a person that went up there shooting with her Letterman jacket being real bulky, her shooting with a gun that she had never touched before, ammo that she was never familiar with, the choke, she has never shot with that choke, that was an extra full, with a very tight constriction on that choke, and she was able to be out there and knock them out of the park, where they had the kids fist bumping, high-fiving, because they loved what they saw. And the coach himself said, I stuck around with the coach, and the coach just nodding his head. He couldn't believe what he was watching, and he made a real good impression.
So I've never really let like any type of discrimination or anything like that get to me. I've said it before to multiple people. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm a female, so what? I can still beat you at some point. Just give me a little bit of time, I'll get there. It came from when I was a lot younger. When I was first starting off, I think the very first shoot I actually did, I won a buckle. So I was like, okay, this is something I can get into. And then over time, going through those little highs and lows, getting doubted, I guess I learned that I'm better than what people think I am. So actually, it's the youngest of my three brothers, even though he's still older than me. We've always been competing against each other. And when he was shooting and I was shooting at the same time, we'd always have these little like battles against each other as to like who was the better shooter. As like, oh, I'm better than you are, no, I'm better than you are. And then we'd go out every single Saturday or Wednesday night to be like, oh yeah, I can beat you with my eyes closed over here. And we'd just be arguing the whole time.
And once again, at a very young age, I got her exposed to this environment, to where even in competition, I never shied away from placing her with the adults, because I want her to, right away I knew that I had a diamond in the rough. I knew by her getting polished, I knew she was going to shine. Me as a parent, being an ex-athlete, I knew what I had in front of me. I knew that it was going to come out at the end shining really bright, and by anybody. If she was able to compete with the adults in the youth group, I knew it was not going to faze her at all, in which she showed it. She demonstrated that repeatedly, that when it came time for her competing with the youth, regardless of what level those individuals were, she never shied away, and she always kept her head up high and went out there and did her best. And and for the most part, she would come up on top. She had many accolades. Right now, just buckles alone, I think she's got like 33 buckles.
Oh no, he's the real boastful one actually. He's the real boastful. He's like he'll show people, like we meet new people and he's like, this is what my daughter has, this is her, this is the video. So I'm like, oh gosh, no, stop.
It's something to be it's something to be proud about, because me being in the line of field that I'm in, we see kids at such a young age that they're taking routes that, I mean, I just think about it and it seems like it'll be a nightmare.
So for the most part, I'm basically kind of done packing. I still need a few things here and there because I still have the rest of the days to finish off for when I'm done packing officially. So pretty much all the warm clothing that I can, hand warmers, feet warmers, everything, all the warmers. My gun, equipment, all that stuff I'm taking with me. I'm gonna major in nursing. So pretty much from there, once I get my degree and everything taken care of, the plan is to come back home for a little bit, collect some money, so I have something in the bank account at least, and then from there take off to do travel nursing and then hit the pro circuit.
Once the coaches found out what her major was, we had so many doors opened up for us. That's what I said. We had like a total of 10 universities that wanted to give her that shot, but final decision came up to going to Nebraska.
The most challenging course that I've seen here in the Valley that's consistently open is Coyote Arms and Mission Trap and Ski. So Coyote Arms, it's kind of open but closed off in a way. They set some targets that are out there that look pretty easy, but they're challenging. They have some speed behind them. And they have some that are like, okay, everyone can hit them. And then they have those like, okay, it's like your icebreakers, like who's better than who. So they set out some pretty good targets too.
So you mentioned another one. What was the other one?
Mission Trap and Ski.
Okay.
So their target setter is pretty well known. I want to say it's Steve Schultz and Corey. They set out some pretty good targets that are, yes, they're in your face, but they're difficult. They have different sets that make them seem real easy, but they're not. And they're really good. Yeah, they're real deceiving. Yeah. My main coach, Joe Gonzalez, he's kind of helped push that boundary, like get me a lot better than where I'm at right now. Then you also have Pepe. Pepe is another good coach. He's right behind you, yeah.
Get in there, just say hi.
Come say hi.
Just giving thanks to the people that helped her.
Hi. I'm supposed to talk?
Yes, say hi.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Pepe Cavazos. I am the second best shooter, because this is the first one. Nah, I'm just joking. I'm the second best shooter. Kassy, wishing you the best of luck up there. You know,
Thank you.
I'm sure you're going to kill it up there. Do what you do. That's all I can tell you. Do what you do. Big shout out to Rick here. Always by her side. You know, she couldn't have done it without him. So big shout out to Rick, man. Thank you. All right. That's it. I'm done.
Joe kind of picked me up like within my first year of shooting. He kind of saw me out there trying to get the ropes of what I'm trying to do. And originally, it was Joe Cheese's wife, Lydia. At first she saw me, and with the Joes, they all told her like, "Hey, go talk to her, try to pick her up."
Interview right now. Let me call you
And
back.
right now, at first when she talked to me, I was like, "Yes, like anything could help me right now." So she gave me little tips and tricks here and there. And the Joes noticed I was like really picking it up. And from there, they kind of started talking to me too, and they're like, "Hey, do this, do that, do this, do that." And they talked to my dad, and they're like, "Hey, we're out here every Wednesday night. If you want to bring her over, we can coach her, we can help her out." And he said yes, and then from there, they kind of got me better and better and better. Usually when it comes down to thanking people, it's right away my parents, my family. They've always been by my side for the most part of everything that I've done. My sponsors, I recently just got picked up by Rhino Chokes, and they've honestly helped deck out my gun, get everything that I needed for that gun taken care of. And it's a huge thank you for them, because they've helped me get to where I'm at now. My friends have always been there by my side, even though they don't know the full aspect, they don't know the full everything about it. They've always been by my side. My shooting family obviously have helped me tremendously. They've supported me with everything that I've done. And my coaches have always been there since pretty much day one. And they've gotten me to where I'm at now. It's a huge thank you to them as well.
I know we have a lot of people to thank. First of all, my mom. My mom has been one of our major sponsors on this. My brother, and of course the other sponsors that have helped us along the way. We've had a lot of support from the community, friends and family. Once again, her coaching staff. We just have, numerous of people that have reached out to help out, and at the same time, there's a lot of people to thank, and we are very grateful of everything that everybody has done to put her at this level where we're at now. Now we're going to start another chapter that we're very looking forward to it, and hoping she does wind up what her dreams are set for. And if it does happen, we have something to brag about, that somebody from the Valley made it out to that level. And being up there.
Last call for everybody. Last call.
All right, thank you.
Team, first place. With a combined score of 145, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Joe Gonzalez, Joe Paredes. Is that Kassy Gonzalez? Kassy Gonzalez. Ladies and gentlemen, coming at you in Texas, Star Realty, our first place team, baby.
And that's game. Congratulations, team. Good shooting. And that'll do it for us. This is Delvis from High Heat Outdoors signing off from beautiful Lynn, Texas. Pull. Intro music by JSick81. And don't forget to visit us at www.puromezquite.com.